Trust not to sound, man. I'm making sure my mic is looking good because I cannot hear the sound. But on my computer, the mic is up full 100. So I'm still trying to figure. I'm still trying to dig deep into this situation and see what's really happening here. But anyway, it is what it is. Hopefully, maybe it's just something on my side, and hopefully hopefully will get better. Alright, we're gonna see what's going on today for everything. The market's not open yet, so we're not gonna jump into that yet, but we're gonna definitely look at everything. But if you was following the stream with me earlier this week, I touched on the Dow Jones, breaking down the different companies, and just the insight on it. Just basically it's company overlaps in a company. It's kind of like an ETF in a weird way, like ETF index in a weird way. So, but and the company's gotta be in there to balance each other's out, and it's just really. It's really funny how it's in that terms it is, but when they created it now, you have to look at how they created that stuff and the adjustment they had made to the indexes like that, But if you look at pretty soon, I'm gonna go to Google Finance and see what's going on for Google Finance. I like looking at Google Finance because I really enjoy looking at MSN. MSN was one of my go-to site to really view, because when you go to MSN you could automatically see what the company is about. On the right side, if you scroll down, once you open up and you scroll down, you could read the full information. When you go to the other one, sometimes you have to really go down and you have so much more advertisements going on with different companies. The list is not there. So on MSN it just covers, once you click on it, it automatically tells you, okay, this is what this company is about. So I used to like using MSN because I could get that full information right there. I could get everything on the screen, and then down to my right I could scroll down and then I could read it entire about it. But the other ones, once you go to the other sites, then once you click on it, the company, then you have to it tells you, it don't give you that in-depth details right there. It can show you everything that's going on, but you scroll down to the bottom, and then when you scroll down to the bottom, you've got different advertisements going on. Then you have to click again, but click on something. But everyone company have their different way of displaying and to their own benefits and what they think they're streaming, the people who they're marketing to. So everyone has their own style, so and everyone's gonna choose their own style to work it regardless of the situation. But anyway, one of my favorite was to go to use the MSN. And then I like Google Finance because with a Google Finance and Yahoo Finance, one of them has to be telling the truth. I'm kidding, throw that over the bank. One of them has to be telling the truth. They're like, how are you going to post something up that I'm going to tell people? What do you want me to tell them? A lie? Are you serious? Cut it out. Anyway, let's keep this going. So, Briars, we call it Bears. Bears, if you pronounce it in that way. But, used to be one of the companies that, responsible for, healthcare, pharmaceutical stuff, such and such, and et cetera. So, but have you seen how Lamb Chops is going? Lamb Chops is madness. Lamb Chops is just everyone is eating pork. Now what's so funny, they say you must not eat pork in the same religion. They say in some religion you're not supposed to eat pork, but Lamb Chops is everywhere. Everyone is eating lamb chops, even the one that's is not supposed to eat lamb chops. Because they say if in some part of the Bible they're like, okay, they cast out the sin, and when they cast the sin out, they cast it out in the pig, because there's out of every animals with a hoof, Pig is the only animal that will eat anything. Pig will eat you and I if they're hungry. I am dead serious. Pig will climb a tree and eat a mango if they're hungry. I'm kidding. Throw that over the bank. No, honestly, so everybody's just eating lamb chops. I mean, I looked at it. Some people don't like seeing that. But anyway, let's stay on task right here. But for real, even I think Jewish families not supposed to eat lamb chops. I'm not so sure if it's a Jewish or Amish, but there's some religions out there that don't eat pork, don't eat lamb. And lamb right now, man, like you ever see those balloons flying over this in the air with out of planes? We're like, oh, like when someone is getting married. You ever like when someone's getting married, it's like, and you see the sign behind the plane, just yeah. Listen, lamb chops is everywhere. Like I just see this on the homepage, and I happily explain it in my ways to you, the way I view it. Anyway, pig, yes, because there's like, okay, pig is the only animal. Like if you're back in the Bible somewhere there in the days, it's like they cast out the devil. I don't remember where they cast it out of, whatever. In the pig, and pig is the only animal with oof. Oof is like, okay. God, okay, come on now, sit down, let me tell you this. They oof, their feet, they all have toes, so they're the only animals that will eat anything. Like, they will literally, oh shit, come on man, you see. Anyway, put that over the bank, let's get sorted. Anyway, so I'm gonna just go right now, I'm on Google Finance right now. Bears, this is an old time company, but I think it also has to be Bear. I think Bears is somewhere from Germany. I think it's a Germany, some kind of German situation, isn't it? Bears drug research focus on longer and women's health. Well, they're saying the Bears focus on drugs research, focus on no longer woman health. They focus no longer on women health. Anyway. Bears investors at the CEO. So basically they're talking about Bayer. So that's a medicine company. Not that used to be. If you see Bayer on, they're not just responsible for that medicine. They've got more medicine also that they're into. But it's real funny though. It's real funny, like it's really funny that you can see that lamb chops is really doing good. To me, it's just fun because like just to watch it going on, and not a lot of people supposed to eat lamb, into lamb or pork, but some people eat porks, Alright. So we're going to jump on Google. We're in Google Finance. We're going to jump on lamb chops is everywhere. That's funny. Anyway, we're looking at the Dow Jones. Okay, like what I said, I talked earlier about the Dow Jones. Like, okay, so all the different companies that make up the Dow Jones just to balance it out. But the way when they were creating this and the way they did it, it's like, okay, you create something like this that's like, well, this an idea with just right now, it's just it's nice to, and then the only thing it has to do is probably build on this maybe in the near future. Like I even like, okay, you remember some places never used to serve alcohol. You remember where alcohol is coming from? Alcohol is coming from a little truck speeding on the dirt highway. Where alcohol is coming from until it becomes more acceptable, and then it becomes a little bit, took its own time, but eventually it got there, eventually it got there. So it's It's just one of those things with this thing, eventually, probably you will, like, where you gonna put when once Cannibal get exposed to real world, and when Cannibal gets big, and what then they're gonna put that under certain sectors, because one day it possibly will be like that one day either. Just like alcohol used to we used to transport alcohol in a little truck and running here and there. So maybe one day, I am not saying this will happen. I am not saying it's supposed to happen. I am not saying, I am barely just stating this, like, okay, hypothetically, if it was true, what sector would that go on in the near future, if it should ever pass? Like, okay, so now they're still working on, say, okay, look at it this way. They're still working on Bitcoins being a certain way, and some news coming out say, okay, the government is possibly going to see a way they can regulate it and stuff like that, if it's possible. But it's the same way with Cannibal. Once baby steps, small steps, and one day Cannibal will probably can be on the tradesman sector, which is a tradesman sector is the NASDAQ would be the tradesman sector, right? But what else could be on that? Would it sit aside by itself, like gold sits to itself, or would it sit aside like oil sits to itself? Would it sit aside to itself by itself out there, just like gold and oil? Would it be just? Can it stand alone? Would it be a product? Will it be a product that can stand by itself? Because, like, gold stands by itself, yes, and oil definitely stands by itself. Would this stand by itself in that shape, in that format? But anyway, we're gonna run to the Dow Jones, and we're gonna see what's good for today, just to have fun, just to see what's to invest in. But coming up this June, though, we're gonna, there's probably gonna really get some good plays coming up June. Coming up April, end of April, end of May, some good plays are coming up end of May. So we gotta look forward to those plays that come up end of May, and you also have to look forward to. DraftKings. Remember we went over that long time ago. You need to stick that one to your cooler so we can make some more moolah next year coming once the football is going, and we can identify that, and then we just make some money in that way. Your one job was to, just take care of me. green, green like grass. Anyway, but what are your thoughts about that situation? Now we're gonna jump to Dow Jones for a second. So right now it's green, but we're gonna wait until 9:30. So right now it's 9:24. We're gonna see if the market opens up, and we're gonna jump in. But we're gonna go ahead at the same time and start plugging in some companies that we think that's on the Dow Jones, to see how they're going and what the movement is like for them today. Let's see McDonald's and see what's going on for McDonald's. Alright, McDonald's. McDonald's looking good. Let's look at another one. McDonald's looking good for McDonald's. Let's look at Nike. Look at Nike. Well, thank thank you for streaming with me. Appreciate you so much. Hope you guys are having fun up there. Thank you. I will get back with you in a little bit. My name is Taz Fireworks. I'm having some technical difficulties. Hope you have a wonderful day.